Good morning, everybody, and a very happy Monday to you. What a mild start out there. So, just for a little bit of reference, Salt Lake City, we're still sitting in the low 40s, but that's actually above where we should be for this time of the year. So, our average today about 40 degrees. We're already sitting in the low to mid 40s, and then by mid to late day, we're going to be trending closer to the low 50s, which is about 10 degrees above where we should be. And then by the middle of our work week, we are going to be trending about 20 degrees. So it is going to be a nice, warm, relatively mild start to the work week. There is a chance for a few mountain showers, but we're really not talking much. Most for elevations, even above 9,000, picking up less than 2 inches. So there is a storm system, but we have an area of high pressure off of California's coast that's just going to kind of act as a force field, and it's not really going to let any of that preset in. So it's going to be a dry, really warm week. I know maybe it's not your cup of tea because you're in Utah in winter and you want snow, which is completely understandable, but Mother Nature doesn't work that way. I learned that pretty early on in my career. So right now we are getting a live look at satellite and radar, just showing a few of those high fair weather clouds across northern Utah, that northeast pocket as well over the Uinta, Summit, and Daggett. Everywhere else, mainly clear, mild start. So northern Utah kicked things off in the upper 30s, low 40s. Southern Utah starting off in the low 20s, and a lot of that had to do with that cloud cover. It was mainly clear kind of south of Utah County. North of that, pretty dense low-lying clouds, and that kind of kept a lot of our heat in early this morning. So that's why we were off to a much warmer start compared to the rest of the state. Speaking of the rest of the country, take a look at that. Mid-Atlantic getting absolutely slammed. That's Virginia and North Carolina. So I guess that's southeast. I consider anything south of South Carolina to be the southeast. North of that, it's the mid Atlantic. But that's just me. That's probably because I spent a fair amount of time in mid Atlantic and southeast. Weather is so different. And sometimes I feel as if North Carolina favors more of what's happening in Maryland and Virginia compared to what's happening in South Carolina. But that's just me. Okay. And my big old head is blocking what's happening across New England. Let me show you. Sometimes, there we go. A little bit of a storm system moved through over the weekend. That's clearing out, but their temperatures are only going to make it to the teens and low 20s out there. So Craig's putting up Christmas decorations. I was like, what's going on? That looks nice, Craig. Today's highs really nice, mid to upper 40s across northern Utah, that northeast pocket. A little bit on the cooler side, but still pretty comfortable considering the time of the year that we're in. Upper 40s for Provo, low 50s for Delta, mid to upper 50s for Milford, Cedar City, low 60s for St. George, upper 50s for Kanab, mid to upper 50s for Bullfrog, upper 40s for Blanding. So pretty solid day. I didn't plan accordingly for this. Hold on 1 second.
So that's when they get to look at to see where it is. So for now, we're gonna continue seeing how they extinguish this fire until it's done there. So for now, this is we are inside the brand new expansion here at the aquarium. We're gonna show you what's already done and tell you about what's to come.
Okay, I apologize for that. I just needed to add some pauses. Okay, so mostly sunny throughout much of the state, still picking up that cloud cover across northern Utah. It's going to turn into a comfortable day late tonight into early tomorrow morning. We are going to see those winds really increase. We're going to be dealing with wind speeds 20, 30 miles per hour with gusts across areas of Summit County, Wasatch, Uinta, um, Daggett as well. Wind gusts potentially 45, 50 miles per hour. It's going to get really breezy. Everywhere else, winds 20, 30 mile per hour wind gusts. By Tuesday night, picking up a little bit of some precip. And when I say a little bit of some precip, I really don't mean much, less than 2 inches on average for even the higher elevations. And little bit of some rain, but that rain is going to stay primarily to the east of the city and to the north kind of Wasatch County. So within those valleys could be picking up maybe a few hundredths of an inch. But honestly, this is going to be a dry front. The storm track is well off to the north of the Four Corners region, so we're really not going to be dealing with much there. Um, by early Thursday, still hanging on to that cloud cover, but then it's going to be sunny. It's going to be mild. The high pressure builds back in. Now, behind this system, we are going to get some cooler air. So by Wednesday, we're going to be in the upper 50s, close to the low 60s. But then by Thursday, we're going to be back down to the mid to upper 50s, but still really nice. Not much is going to go on this week, which is kind of a shame because I know a lot of people did want snow for the resorts, but that's just not what we have. You can see it's just going to be mild, dry, relatively calm. There's that preset moving in. So even this model doesn't want to put any preset. Um, you know how I often use different models on this, but that it doesn't want to do anything really. So there's that. But so this particular model, this is our Euro model. It's not my favorite with preset. Sometimes it does well below. Sometimes it goes well above. I like it for cloud cover though. But anyway, so by Thursday you can see that high, that nice ridging there. Whenever the jet goes up like that, makes a rainbow. That is basically indicative of a high pressure system. Really nice for a Thursday afternoon. Friday as well, mostly sunny, really mild heading into the weekend. So just get outside and enjoy it. It's going to be nice. Look at that. Not much snow. This is through Tuesday morning. Um, I know the storm system will start to move in by then, but really impacting Tuesday night into Wednesday, but it still is not going to be much. And of course, Southern Utah is not really expecting anything. Sorry, I have attached this to the other computer, so going back and forth. Um, this is what we're expecting for snow this week. Dismal at best. And Mirror Lake, that might even be generous. Here's our rain. Not much. Logan, Cache, Ridge, Weber, Summit picking up a little bit of some light precip, but that's just a few hundredths of an inch, barely traceable there. Southern Utah, your temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 60s today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and then warming up quite a bit. Upper 60s Thursday, Friday, little bit cooler by Saturday and Sunday, but still a really nice stretch of that weather. Northern Utah, low 50s Monday, Tuesday, upper 50s for your Wednesday, Thursday. So that's where I'm talking about 20 degrees above average. Dipping down to the upper 30s, which is really nice. We should be in the 20s. Mostly sunny for your Saturday and Sunday. All right. So that's my cue. They are tossing to Darien, and I'm always after Darien, so I gotta go. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up. It's gonna be a mild, dry week. Join me on air. I'm live until 10. Everybody have a good day. Bye.